This video is only one part of an in-depth review, so check out the rest at thegoodride.com. Thanks for watching. This is the review of the Union Scotty Stevens Contact Pro. Next to me, I have the regular Contact Pro and my good old Super Pros that I've had for years now. I thought I would put these up on the table and review them, even though they're so close to the Contact Pro, but the main difference is, as you can see here, the Highback. As far as weight goes, they're very similar. Both are very light. Some of the lightest bindings in Union's line. In terms of Highback Flex, let's get into it here. We got a nice easy twist and an easy bend right here. Really easy bend. Pull out the Contact Pro. There's an easy twist too, but it just doesn't go back as far. I can't get it to do that. And the Contact Pro and the Super Pro with the old Team Highback are more the same. And I got these thinking they would be the same as my Super Pros, but they're actually their own binding. Now, when talking about flex underfoot, all three of these bindings just have the same flex underfoot. You can see here that it's just all EVA foam with a mini disc in the middle here. And there is minimal contact. And then the rest kind of helps the board really flex underfoot well. It's almost up there. It's very close to Burton Reflex bindings that have a really cool flex underfoot that just allows the entire board to bend with your foot, and it makes the board feel softer. It makes the board turn easier. These are very close to that and do a very good job if you want to make your board more buttery and have more twist and just all around easier flex underfoot. These are going to do it. When it comes to turn initiation and response, they're very similar. You're going to get a little more, just a touch more response on the heel side with these guys just because of the slightly stiffer high back, especially going straight back. The twist is pretty similar, but overall it's very smooth for Union, but still kind of on the sharper side compared to many of its freestyle peers. So it's got a decent amount of response that I would say is middle ground and really good with a wider variety of boards than you would think. Now, when it comes to shock absorption and dampness, the Scott Stevens used to do a great job with that, and it still does. However, these bindings now shine a little more at slower speed shock absorption compared to, let's say, the Strata that has that more rubbery bottom. It's kind of like a foam rubber combo, where this is more EVA foam. So what this does is it still absorbs well. It's just not as damp as the Strata, but it's better at what we feel is slow speed shock absorption, you know, little bumps, little this here and there. Coming down from an ollie, this is a little more forgiving. The Strata is going to be better at going higher speed. That's kind of its thing. Now, when it comes to support, man, I just love these ankle straps. They're just so comfortable. They've got such a nice feel around your ankle. And the toe straps are some of the best in the business. I just love this rubber on the inside and kind of harder material around here on the outside. It just grips over any boot really well. And the toe strap is really hard to make work. And somehow this simple looking toe strap does an amazing job at really pulling in your boot into the heel cup and locking it in there. But this ankle strap supports well, but still has a lot of freedom of movement for those that like to tweak it out and want to have that, just that lateral leverage, a little more lateral leverage than, let's say, the Atlas or other bindings. And the Strata's pretty close to these guys too. But same kind of thing here as the Contact Pro and the Super Pro. The Ratchet System is the best. Union, I used to complain about Union's Ratchet System a long time ago, and it used to be really sticky and difficult. They listened to everybody's complaints. They're always taking feedback from riders of all ability levels and styles, and they fixed this, and they're some of the best ratchets I've ever owned. They just last forever. They're very simple, but they work on and off, easy every time, right out of the box. Now, as far as adjustability goes, these are, again, just the same as the Union Contact Pro. Very easy to adjust. You have no forward lean on the high back. Most people in the park don't use that anyways, so they're kind of saying, hey, we're not doing forward lean here. You're just gonna stand up straight. No pressure. I'm fine with that. Some of you might not be. Toolless adjustability in the toe and ankle strap. But what I really love is this adjustable heel cup, because you can pull this in and out and really get your boot centered on the binding. And when you can get your boot centered on the binding, you can turn this mini disc from tip to tail instead of from edge to edge. You can do a tip to tail and really get your stance width adjustability dialed. And with mini discs, you're in those little 2 spots. So in that 2 spot, you can slide pretty much anywhere you need to be. So the stance width adjustability and overall boot to binding to board adjustability is exceptional. The Atlas, I think, is a little better, and so is the Force, because there is an adjustable gas pedal, toe ramp kind of thing here. But other than that, it's really close. So overall, I'm very impressed with the whole Contact Pro line, and I would say go with the Scotty Stevens Pro if you want a little more mellow high back, a little bit more chill ride. And I'd say if you're kind of more out of the park and in the park, kind of more mountain freestyle to mountain freestyle, the regular Contact Pro is going to be the call. All our reviews are a best effort, objective opinion from an average rider's perspective. There's no brand oversight. We're free to say whatever we want. We send back everything unless it's a favorite. Then we ask to keep those or straight up buy them. Now, if you need advice, fill out the Me Harmony profile in the Contact Us section of the site. It's the only way I can help you properly. If you want to support us, and if what we reviewed appeals to you, it helps if you buy through our links. So, thanks for watching.